everybody. Happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursdays is, of course, the second half of our creative writing class that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph, a painting, could be anything. It's thought-provoking. And I present it to you on this video, and you have to write a chorus, a song's chorus based on whatever image that I give you, with amazing results. You guys have been doing I just wanted to say that. You guys have been doing an amazing job with these classes, with Picture This. Sometimes I think you guys write A1 stuff. I mean, just incredible stuff. You guys are just killing it, man. I mean that sincerely. So most of you guys know the whole routine of this exercise. And for those of you who don't, though, it is when I give you an image, a photograph, and you have to look at it, and you have to write a chorus for it. Okay, chorus to a song is the hook of a song, right? Because this is a songwriting class, I would like you guys, it could be a poem if you want it to be a poem. It doesn't have to be sung. It could be just words, based on whatever image that I give you guys. And a lot of you guys ask me, why do we do this? Well, my reason for it is, when we were in class doing songwriting classes, physically, when we were going to the studio every week, I would love to do this exercise because it would, we had a big giant monitor, like a TV screen, giant one, in the front room at the studio. And you guys would come in, I would put a big, whatever image I wanted up there, and we'd all look at it, and then we'd all write on the board what we were looking at, and what was there in the picture. You got to write all the elements, what's there in the picture, before you even start rhyming, and of course, there are no rules in this. You can make this whatever the picture is, whatever it makes you think about, then it's the right stuff. It doesn't have to be, if it's a picture of an umbrella, you could think about your grandmother, because she used to carry a black umbrella all the time with her when she went to the store. So if that umbrella makes you think of your grandmother, write it about your grandmother. It doesn't have to pertain all the way to the picture. It's what you interpret it as. That's the whole beauty of this exercise. You look at what you're looking at. If you show 100 people this one picture, you're going to get 100 different pieces of poetry based on each person's observation and how they think about it and what they write down. Okay, now, if you had to write down everything that you saw in the photograph, you write down all the physical details of it, right? But then you start to find the poeticness, or the poetic essence of it. So you first write it down, like, oh yeah, there's a girl and she's waving goodbye, and and she's in the sun, and there's a park bench next to her. You write all that stuff down, But then try to imagine a story surrounding that image. What's the story? The picture should tell a story for you. And then you just write what you see, or write what your imagination creates based on a still image. And that is the essence of this exercise. It's really fun to do. And, for those of you guys who've never done it before, don't be scared of it. It's no big deal. I don't expect everybody to give me a hit song on the first try. It's fine. I want you just to write, even if you just write down everything that's in the picture and send that to me as a text, that's fine. I would love that. It lets me know that you're looking at it and you're thinking about the process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the picture, but not yet, because there's a couple steps I want to give you before we actually look at the photograph. Because you can always pause this later and you can stare at the photograph for as long as you want to, okay? But I always tell you guys this, and I'll say it every time. When you do this exercise, it's really a good idea that you're by yourself, in a room by yourself, not distracted by other things or other people. Don't turn on the TV. Don't be playing Candy Crush while you're doing this. I want you to put all your focus on what the exercise is. Because what I want you to do is when I give you the image, I want you to stare at it. I really want you to stare at the picture until you literally fall into the picture daydreaming and you don't even realize you're sitting at your desk looking at a picture. You're totally up in here and you're having like a fantasy daydream about the picture. When you come out of that daydream and you're back to sitting at your desk in front of your computer, whatever you saw up there and you were imagining, I want you to write that down. Don't even worry about rhyming yet. But that is a rule. It's got to rhyme, it's got to tell a story, and it's got to make sense. You know what I mean by that, right? Can't be like an inside joke between you and your girlfriend, and you're the only one that gets it. No. It's got to be understood by everyone that listens to it. Even if you put it in a different language, people in Japan should understand the meaning of it. Makes sense, right? And it's got to rhyme. It's a song. Songs rhyme. Okay? And it's got to tell a story. And it's got to make sense. Okay, now I'm going to show you the image right now. So here we go. Here's the picture. Okay, so you see the picture. It's a woman who looks very much like she's been crying a lot. She's got all black under here. And then holding up over her face is a drawn smile. Right? I just thought that was a great picture. You can tell she's not happy, but she's just holding up a fake smile, a cartoon drawn happy face smile, holding it over her already crying eyes and, mascara soaked streaked cheeks, right? So, and again, you can write whatever you want to write about, but I'm always thinking in terms of a song. So I'm always thinking of a story that most people would want to listen to if it was a story, right? Forget it's a song. Write a story. Then see if you can make that story rhyme. Okay, so I'm going to show you my words, but not yet. So I want to give you my observation first. So I'm looking at the picture, and my first thought when I looked at the picture was, the whole thing is she's lying to herself. The first thing I thought of when I saw that, she's lying to herself by painting a fake smile over a sad face. So my first line for this is, I lie to myself and I pretend that everything's okay. You said you're never coming back again. Is there someone else? I feel betrayed. There's someone to take my place. You said we're better off just being friends. I never want to be in love again. And then I repeat that. I never want to be in love again. So obviously, in my imagination, this person was constantly trying to be everything to this other person, but they weren't enough. And then in the end, they just said, we're better off just being friends. And that's the last thing that, some people want to hear. And you can tell this person has already been just like treated like just treated not well, not respected by this other person. But you want that person so much you're willing to just kind of pretend and think that they're going to change and they're going to end up loving you or whatever. And when it doesn't happen, they feel so jaded that it becomes like, I don't ever want to go through this ever again with anybody. And there's a lot of people out there in real life who they're not willing to fall in love ever again because they got hurt so bad, because they were so vulnerable. They gave so much of their self and their soul and their heart and their trust and their faith in this other person, and the other person just discarded them and treated them like they were just amusement. And that's the romanticism that I took from that photograph. So anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what you wrote for that picture. So you saw my lyrics. I hope you like them. I can't wait to read yours, and I can't wait to see what you have for it. All right, guys, that is all the time that we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. I love you guys very much. And come back tomorrow, and I'm going to write a melody to this. And so I'm going to show you how to create a melody based on the words. So tune in for that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace.